First of all, what a tough act to follow. Yeah, I'd like to give it up for Mr. Robinson one more time. I'd also like to thank each and every one of you for showing up, and I think all of you deserve a round of applause for being here today. Thank you so very much. And before we get into it, I would be remiss if I didn't thank the brave men and women in uniform that are protecting this rally. Thank you to all you law enforcement officers out there. I'll keep it short and sweet. Once again, Mr. Robinson was just explosive. In 1772, Samuel Adams wrote and outlined the rights of the colonialists. Among those natural rights of the colonialists are these. First, a right to life. Secondly, to liberty. Thirdly, to property. Together with this right to support and defend them in the best moments that they can, in the manner that they can. These are evident branches and rather deductions from the duty of self-preservation commonly called the law of nature. The framers and founders of the living document that we treasure as the Constitution of the United States, we had many things in common with them. First, the majority of those framers were deeply religious. They were men of God. They were devoted to God. Their word was bond. They believed in the natural rights of the colonialists, and they so believed in those rights that they were willing to fight for those rights, and also, if need be, to die for them. And many of them did. One cannot have freedom without preparing to fight for it. Our fathers knew this history, and clearly history records the thoughts of our fathers on being armed. There are many cited cases of those framers of the Constitution. I won't take up your time with their quotes, for you know them. The bottom line is, who doesn't know them is our children that are in schools right now, because they've never heard of George Washington's farewell address. They've never heard of the Federalist Papers. They haven't heard of these things unless you've taught them. The majority of children cannot name 5 of the 10 commandments from the Bible. They cannot name 3 of the prophets that wrote some of the chapters in the Bible. Why? Because socialism, a fancy word for communism, which is a moniker for Satanism, has been infested into our schools, our government, our entertainment. In 1950, in the 50s, Senator Joseph McCarthy tried to warn the United States of America that communists were infiltrating our schools of higher education, our government institutions, and Hollywood. He would later and forever be demonized as a kook, a flake. The problem was, he was right. Journals of the people that he was accusing found out that he was right. He was correct in every assessment. Today, the socialists, sorry about that, have come out of the closet with the most of the entire media pushing their agenda, as well as the left politicians and Hollywood. We know what communism ideology does, what it stands for, and how many people have been murdered because of it. I speak as a third-generation soldier of a family that has had its entire family serve in either World War I, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I will not bend to the logic of the traitors who support communism. I firmly believe in Jesus Christ as the Son of God and God Almighty. I believe in the Constitution of the United States. I believe this is the greatest country in the world. And like so many great men and women before me who said, if you want my guns, come and take them. Thank you.